Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.
Hello there. Welcome to episode 80 of 15 Minutes of Genius. If you could not tell, there are Genius logos literally everywhere. I think I need to get one more Genius logo like on the table or something. So, we bring on entrepreneurs, we bring on investors, consultants, people that are in the CPG space, and we also bring on people that have kick-ass apps that connect consumers to great products. So, and very rare for us to have someone like this on our show. So, truly honored to have her here. Before introducing her, big plug to Mark Nicholas, Mark N at ManhattanBeachStudios.net for all your editing desires. I think I need to change my line, Mark. I've said editing desires since episode 1. So I need to say, I don't know, what can I say? Editing, professional editing skills. I'll think of something to say. That sounds better. So, so make sure to check us out on Apple Podcast, Spotify, 15 Minutes of Genius. To search 15 Minutes of Genius. If you don't want to see me, then go on Apple Podcasts. If you want to see me, then go on YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn. All right, so our guest is Karin Frame. She is the CEO of Makeena. So a little bit about Karin. She's a 3-time founder in the tech space. She's an attorney and a former CPA. That is an amazing combination. And she's the CEO and founder of Makeena, the discovery engine for the $252 billion natural products industry, rewarding consumers for buying better while providing brands the real-time data insights they need to grow. Karin, how's it going?
It's going great.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you here. I made a full disclosure before we started taping that we're doing, sometimes several tapings in a row. So I start to get a little loopy at the very end. I'm going to hold it together as much as I can in this episode. And I want to hear more about what you're doing and the service and the app and your history. But tell us first, okay, so attorney, you were an attorney and then you were a CPA. What kind of law did you study? And if you only want to talk about it for 30 seconds, because most lawyers that were lawyers don't want to talk about law, but tell us what was your specialty? Just that, we'll leave it at that. Simple.
Well, that's super interesting. So I wanted to make the world a better place. How's that for you? And when I was in second grade, I wrote this segment in a book that my teacher asked me to write. And it was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I wrote that I wanted to be a lawyer because I wanted to feed all the starving children in Africa. So what do? You go to law school and you try to save everybody. I was a domestic violence prosecutor. And then I became an entrepreneur when I moved to Boulder, Colorado. And kind of a long story short, we built these touchscreen kiosk systems, what we placed in Wild Oats stores. We had a nationwide contract with them across the United States. Obviously, that's a little bit redundant there. We took off and then we didn't take off. And so we kind of shut that down. I became an in-house counsel. So I ended up becoming a general counsel for software and data companies.
Awesome. So really great, the domestic violence, being a prosecutor there. I think that's a great kind of giving back to society and then doing something to help other human beings. So that's, I think, shows a lot about your personality and who you are, where you genuinely want to help people. And then going to Boulder, getting the bug for, natural foods and products.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of action going on in Boulder. There's Interact Boulder, design company. There's Green Spoon, one of the largest natural brokers. There's Whole Foods. Their regional office is there. So, all right. So let's get into Makeena, which you've said, I think you're becoming so synonymous with the brand. People are calling you Makeena now.
That is correct. That's my new name, is Makeena.
Cool. And your reaction when they call you that, you just play it off totally naturally, right?
Yep. Yeah. I say, yeah, what do you need?
Yeah. You don't correct them. You're just like, that's me. So it's me. So tell me more about this platform, because this is, I think, a key opportunity. We have several thousand views on this show. Nothing to do with me, by the way. It's all our guests. It's all this guy, Mark, over here, and our guests and people like you that make this show actually interesting, because I don't. And tell us about the platform, what brands you look for, what kind of traction. I think you've gotten several 100,000 downloads, like all these really amazing things. And just tell us more about the story and the mission behind this app.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. So you heard about my first company, one of my first companies. We built these touchscreen interactive kiosk systems, and we placed them in Wild Oats stores. But I grew up in Illinois on a lake, and it was across the street from a cornfield that was sprayed with pesticides every year. And as a result, everyone in my family is either sick or dead, and I'm actually recovering from thyroid cancer. So I
Wow.
know firsthand the importance of what you put in and on your body, and I am not alone, as you know. So, I have a technology background. I've helped build companies before, and I was teaching at the University of Colorado in the entrepreneurship program. And one of my colleagues was talking about exchanging textbooks with a mobile device. And I had this great aha moment. I was going to take natural interactions, what I built in the 90s, bring it into the 21st century. Everybody had a handheld kiosk. And now we could help these brands discover who their consumers were and get the consumers to actually become aware of brands. And then on the flip side of it, I have a bunch of friends that are founders in the natural product space. And they started off in farmers markets. They grew this loyal following. They get into big box stores like Walmart and Target and Amazon, and they just get lost. And then, even if they don't get lost, Target and Amazon and Walmart keep all their data. And Makeena shares that consumer data directly with the brand. So that's kind of how we started to build Makeena.
Interesting. Interesting. And, just the mission, right? We're connecting consumers with better products actually that are really good for you, and how it really hits
Yep.
close to home with you. I never knew that story you mentioned about the cornfield, and, and how the pesticides, how it's affected your family. And I'm,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad to hear that you're also, you recovered, and
Thank you.
you have your health back. I mean, that's so important that
Mm-hmm.
you're there. And it just shows you that you just have to be really vigilant and careful about what food and beverages you choose that goes in your body.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a simple thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, not so much make fun of me, but they're definitely like, Alex, like, if we're on the road, I will refuse to eat anything, just anything. I'm going to only have what I
Yeah.
bring, or if it's a vetted
Mm-hmm.
restaurant that I know, where I know they have healthy foods. It can't be
Mm-hmm.
perfect on the road, but
Yeah.
I'm overly careful. They call me like the Howard Hughes of food. That's what people call me.
Love it.
And but I don't care. I don't care if people judge me, because I want to feel healthy and be at my best and have energy. So
Mm-hmm.
so with this app, and I mean, the story is amazing. It's powerful. It's emotional. So what are your goals with this app? I know you're growing it. It's been out for a couple years now, since 2018, about 3 years. What's your next plan with it to get it to that next level?
Yeah. So first of all, we're a certified B Corp. So
It's great.
super proud of that. We have a lot of interest in doing bigger deals on our platform. So a one-to-many type of relationship. One good example is Dolphin Blue out of Texas. They're a green office product company, and they'd like to get all their brands with all of their products on Makeena. So, we're going to be that one place that a consumer goes to that feels really good about what they're buying, and getting rewarded for doing that. So, we've also been approached by some very large conglomerates overseas to bring our app overseas. They're very focused on ESG and climate control, and making the world a better place. But my vision, of course, is about putting better products in the hands of consumers. But my vision is that people will use Makeena, and they'll become healthier, and we'll be able to live on a cleaner planet.
Love it. This is a great mission. Understand it, like, just like straight to the point. I love that. And So with the types of products that are on there and the partners, what's the vetting process? Like when they approach you to be on this platform, how do you research them and decide, yes, this is on, but you're not going to be on? Like what's your
Yeah.
process, your due diligence?
So that's interesting. We've been asked that quite a bit. So I've been in the natural products industry since 1994, so quite a while. I'm very familiar with the brands that are part of the natural products industry is essentially it. The brands that got into Whole Foods but can be bought anywhere are the kinds of brands that are on Makeena. So it could be food, it can be beverage, it could be supplements, beauty, household goods, fashion. We have a bamboo clothing line on Makeena called Booty Wear. We have pet products. So I and Love and You is on. We have a relationship with the Pet Sustainability Coalition. So we use lots of different ways to vet the brands and the products that they manufacture to join us in our community of brands.
That's great. So strategic partnerships, organizations that are really wanting to do better, right, for the
Mm-hmm.
planet and for the people. I think that's great because most apps are just like, here's a crap load of products and we're not going to vet them and they're going to be on there and and they're much looser with their guidelines. But it sounds like you're
Mm-hmm.
really tightening it up on like who can be on here and really offering the best for the consumers. And you've had over, yeah, I think you mentioned offline, over 500,000 downloads already, tons of members, in the thousands, and like you have brands on there from all across the country. Is there a cost
Mm-hmm.
for a brand to be on there? And what is, for, we get several thousand views on this. So for brands that want to be part of Makeena, how do you sign up?
Yeah, so on our website, you can, contact us. It's super easy. You can contact me directly, at my email address. I'm pretty public. But a brand pays a launch fee, which is anywhere from 1,500 to 4,500 bucks. It includes a bunch of things in it, depending upon what you want. Actually, it could be an Instagram live interview with the founder. It could be you're part of our TikTok campaign. But it depends on what you want, in-app messages, whatnot. So you have this one fee that you pay at the beginning. We onboard your brand. You come on the website. On top of that, we're going to be adding a bunch of new benefits and features for brands as we, develop our product and our roadmap. And then they pay a monthly subscription fee to get access to all the data in the back end. So you can talk directly to your consumer. You can talk to many consumers at one time. You can offer them more offers. You can find out what they love about your product. They can provide you with feedback. They answer surveys and polls, take photos of your display in the store. So we have an entire program for brands in the natural product space.
Love that. And sounds like a great experience too. The brands get just gather a lot of data, about the
Mm-hmm.
consumer's habits and what they
Yep.
want. And, the only way that we gather data is literally if we're like in a demo and we ask people, but it's such a small sample size of like the true
Mm-hmm.
population, of all the people that go there. So, really good stuff. So, yeah, excited about it. Brands that are watching this, make sure to log on, go to the website, express some interest, and Makeena will get back to you, right? Calling you Makeena now. Karin will get
Yeah,
back to
that's
you.
good.
And that was actually on accident, but I played it off like it was on purpose.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
you were not kidding. It's once we get to know you, it's like Makeena is like your second name. So really good stuff. Congratulations on your success so far, and you're still, you've had it for a few years. I think, as you continue pushing it hard, it will continue to grow because things are going
Hmm.
online, as you know. So you're on trend
Yep.
with that.
Yep. Yep.
So let's go into our next segment, which is called Rapid Fire Questions. There we go. Rapid Fire Questions. All right. So here we go. Ask you a bunch of questions. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger says in Kindergarten Cop, I ask you a bunch of questions. I want a bunch of answers. So here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm totally ready.
Let's do this. All right. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Oh gosh. Mm, Backstreet Boys.
Cool. They've won 4 out of 5 times tonight. for the interviews. So first thing you do when you wake up.
I stretch.
Cool. I think every single other person said I check my phone. So yeah, you're in a much better place stretching and not just going straight to your phone. That's what I do. It's bad. It's a bad habit. All right. So shout out to stretching and not checking your phone. Movie you can watch an unlimited amount of times.
Oh gosh. It's a tie between It's a Wonderful Life and The Wizard of Oz.
Retro movies. It's a Wonderful Life is the guy that did not have enough money for his business or something, I believe, right?
Yeah, he went bankrupt,
Went
and
bankrupt,
and
and it
then
was
he
during the
found the true
holidays.
joy. Yeah, what true love is. Hmm.
So awesome. So awesome. Don't need money, don't buy you love, right?
That's
So,
correct.
song you can listen to an unlimited amount of times.
Oh man, this is a hard one. Um, I like so many of them. I love Beatles songs, love, you know, Rolling Stones, Elle King, X's and O's. I mean, she's got such an incredible voice. Just love it.
Awesome. All right, all the above. Favorite sports to watch or sport to watch?
Um, I really like basketball.
It's a fun sport, a lot of action. Cool.
Hmm.
All right, so Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet? Which one do you prefer or hate the least?
Zoom, Zoom.
All right, what is your spirit animal?
Oh Lord. Okay. It's probably a lion.
Love it. I can see that. I can see that. You have the eye, not the eye of the tiger, the eye of the lion, and
Hmm.
persistent, getting it done to the point. That's what you're all about. And brave, courageous. So, window seat or aisle seat on an airplane?
I'll see.
Peanut butter or almond butter, or neither?
Almond butter.
Omnivore, flexitarian, vegetarian, or vegan?
Flexitarian.
Cold weather or hot weather?
Warm weather.
Warm weather. Nice. In the middle. LeBron James or MJ?
Oh, MJ all the way.
Have you seen The Last Dance?
Yes.
Yeah, so good. So I like, the basketball. You answer with basketball ties right into that question. That's what I love about it. There's some people that
My
do not.
first
Go ahead.
my first Bulls game, Michael Jordan was on the bench all year.
Wow. The first. So this is like in the late '80s. Wow.
1986.
Got it. Yeah, that's when he was like almost a rookie, right? Yeah,
He was a
he
rookie.
was a rookie.
Hmm.
Wow.
Same age
Wow.
as me. Mm.
Yeah. Next question. All right. Ginger or turmeric?
Ginger.
And last question. Favorite food or drink if you're stuck on a deserted island, you cannot say Genius Juice or any other of the hundreds of brands that are on Makeena.
Oh Lord, because there are a lot of brands on Makeena. Okay. Water would sustain me. So clean, fresh water. Because if you're on a desert island, you're going to have salt water all around you.
Exactly. In the 40 or 50 episodes where we've asked this question, not one person has answered water until now.
Really?
Yep. And that's the one thing I would have because that guarantees you'll live the longest. Or like something with a lot of water in it, I guess, like mango or
Mm-hmm.
pineapple or something. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
long story short, thank you for being on Rapid Fire Questions. There it is. Keep it rolling. Standing ovation. Take a bow. All right. All right. Yeah. So, really good to have you on the show. Great, really awesome story. Just super captivating. So, thank you for sharing and being super transparent, vulnerable about your past story. And yeah, and best of luck with the app. I'll definitely be checking it out. And for anyone who wants to get in touch with you, just go on Makeena.com.
Yeah, it's Makeena.com. You can go to actually the brand page. If it's a brand, you could go to Makeena.com/brands hyphen join me or join, yeah, join us. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Join us. And you'll actually be taken to a page that addresses what brands are looking for, like the ROI, and you can sign up for a demo there.
Right on. Sounds great. Make sure, yeah, if you're a brand owner, operations sales, make sure to check it out. Get in touch with Karin over at Makeena. So, Karin, really great to have you on the show. Great to see you again since it's been a couple years. And yeah, best of luck with the venture. And yeah, we will talk again soon.
Thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful night. All right. So, that is episode 80 in the books. And that's Karin Frame. She is the CEO and founder of Makeena, also known as her name can be Makeena. Make sure to reach out, Makeena.com, Makeena. Big plug to Mark Nicholas, Mark Enum at HaddenBeatStudios.net for all your editing, professional editing projects. I'm going to change it from editing desires to professional editing projects. He also helps you with podcasts. So that's pretty cool too. I mean, I'd be nothing without the cameras and all the editing and the lights to make me look semi good here. So also make sure 15 Minutes of Genius, you can do it. You can watch it on YouTube if you want to see me. If you don't want to see me and just hear my voice, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify, check us out. So, yeah, one last thing. What is that? Stay genius, my friends.
Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.